Okay.
And we're recording the post stream. Yeah.
Oh,
Woo.
Hi, guys.
I'm asking about the agreement that David made. The terms of his agreement.
Like, I gotta kill all the demons.
Sounds like it's up for fucking him to interpret to me.
Yeah.
So it is 4. So it is 4 then.
All right. So go. I don't know. Go ahead. Talk. You guys want to talk to each other about the stuff? Go ahead.
Oh, gee. So,
David, you do your thing first.
so what happened with David? He met twice again. And twice was like, hey, you don't get a patron no more because he's a bad demon sword. And destroyed it after, like, killing a bunch of, like, the warlocks that were under Kestrel.
Kestrel is gone. There is no longer a Kestrel.
Yeah, no.
That's what he was saying.
That's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
Kestrel's fucked.
Yeah.
Malaclip's moving up the ranks.
And then it lost all of his superpowers and stuff. Can't feel Lancer no more.
I wonder why.
He still has the tattoos, just no Lancer. And yeah, he went to go tell the twins what happened, and then twice showed up in the room we were talking in, and he was like, "Hey, you want to be a?" I heard your patron died.
To clarify on how he can bounce around, he can physically travel wherever he wants, but he can also just pop up anywhere around anything that is connected to the Grail, which is why he just was like, "And I'm back here now." Meh.
Yeah, and then Twice was like, "You want to save your sister still, correct?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he's like, "You should make a pact with Type Moon."
Oh no!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You did that.
Type Luna, sorry.
Luna.
But
Oh, what?
yeah. So
Fucking Emerald.
so that's happening. And then yeah.
What was the agreement about demons?
Yeah, he has to kill a bunch of demons. Was it all demons that he said? Like what was
all the
his
demons
words?
involved in the war, right?
Yeah. Basically,
Okay.
he wants
Sucks
you...
to suck, Boozle.
Pretty much he's like, it's your previous list, for all intents and purposes. It's very much like, to be specific, Alquam, Mugen Kage, Quantavius. You guys still don't know what Cassie's in was, by the way.
Yeah. Wait, we don't know what Cassie's was.
Audric?
Like-
You guys still don't know who Audric's patron in the war was?
Oh, yeah. So, oh,
It was Yormir, wasn't it? Fucking Yormir.
it was Yormir, that son
Yeah,
of a bitch.
so yeah, it was revealed to them, Deco, that, and I think Cybele mentioned this to you. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, she mentioned a lot of things.
That that everybody,
imagine.
that every master in the war had some demonic entity backing them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The twins learned that theirs was Sasaki.
You guys want to know all the wonderful things that Cybele said to me, other than
I
the
sure
one thing I
would.
can't, other than the one thing that other than the one thing she told me not to say.
Do it.
Do it.
So
Right.
first off, again, I would have told a lot of this to fucking Diane whenever we were like coming back. So basically, the beginning of everything was I was going into the police station, and right whenever we were going in there, I was like, all right, I scoped the place out. I fucking killed that one guy who does the wink a lot.
Yeah.
I murdered the fuck. I had to immediately use my action surge just so I can murder him while I'm being quiet. Because they all had like powered up stuff, probably from Ryder.
Yeah, makes sense.
But at that point, Lancer shows up and he's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey." He's like, "I need you to do me a favor." I'm like, "What's that, buddy?" And he's like, "I need you to ask Cybele a thing." And I'm like, "What thing?" And he's like, "I need you to ask Cybele what David wants from this war and what his wish in this war is."
I
called it.
fucking
Yeah, call it.
knew it.
I did not ask specifically that. However,
Oh.
anyway, Malcolm said I will do it, but you have to help me liberate all the people in the town.
Wow, you got it like perfectly.
And
I'm
Yeah.
amazing.
and
He actually didn't ask that.
well, you asked something.
He asked what was up with David because he's not taking the war serious because he wanted an 18-hour hike to impress a girl and make a gay joke.
You keep calling him
I
gay.
can't, I'm trying to like fucking. I'm trying to like.
That's an Aaron.
Aaron, I'm trying to like limit down.
Said that too.
I'm trying to limit down what I say, and that was like something that was easy to say immediately.
I'm
but
not
yeah,
a-
that's exactly what he said.
Being gay is like 200% fine, but he's not gay, and you keep saying that. It's starting to feel like an insult at this point.
Him and Mateo.
Yeah.
So does Lancer, apparently.
Every time I've heard you say it, it has this insulting tone, and I'm like, stop it! Stop using gay badly.
It doesn't help the fact that whenever you came over to us, the first thing that Aaron said.
What did Aaron say?
Don't
We were
worry
talking
about
about new ban policy a while back that was very funny. People got banned for saying bad words. And I was in the middle of saying a bad word that someone got banned for as soon as Logan came in the room.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
it. Anywho, Lancer agreed that he would help me. He would help me kill the merry men and save the people of the village. We did some killing. I found a call girl. She teleported away from me because I fucking missed an attack on her.
Missed an attack. Told her to surrender.
And then Cybele showed up. Just
fun.
in the police headquarters, just showed up. And Lance is like, "Hey, tell her before you die." And I'm like, "All right, but you can't be here whenever I ask, and I'll tell you whenever we're done with the thing." He's like, "Fair," and he left. And Cybele's like, "Hey, cutie, what's up? What's up?" And I'm like, "Oh, hey, girl, what's you doing?"
Hey girl, what's it do?
We made out a little bit. And I'm kidding.
So happy.
Did you get her?
I get her. No. And Malikos was trying really hard to phrase what he wanted, but he basically asked what David plans to do in the future.
Oh.
And so Cybele said that whenever the war is concluded, he's planning on murdering all of the other servants, and winning the war, and using his command seals on a Lancer to have him kill himself.
Oh shit. You got knocked on, boy.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Cybele.
Goddamn
Stitches get stitches.
And so I'm sitting here like, Lancer's gonna leave, and that's the worst thing that can happen tonight.
I hope
Anyway,
Lancer doesn't leave.
And so after that, I was all like, all right. She took, that was the question that asked the book. So the book took something from me. It took strength. It took like actual muscles from me.
Oh shit.
I permanently lost like 5 points of strength.
Oh fuck.
Jesus.
Ouch.
Which that was the 5 points that could have saved me from the black hole. That's my head.
Oh yeah, that was really gonna. Yeah, that +1 was really gonna tip over DC 20.
But then I was like, "Can I ask you one more thing?" And she's like, "Holds up the book," and I'm like, "No, that's you. I want to ask you." And she told me about her backstory a little bit, which I can't go into.
Mm-hmm.
Who she is a little bit, which I can't go into.
Sure you can.
And the fact that the world is gonna end.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
To what?
The world.
Oh.
I don't know why y'all are so acting so surprised. I told you it was gonna happen.
It's gonna eat itself.
I wonder if
So
that has anything
basically,
to do with Type Luna.
so basically, we're going full fate. We're going full fucking Fate Grand Order, and this timeline is gonna get fucking purged.
That's
To
fair.
be fair, it's more appropriate to say that's full Fate Extella, but
That's true.
I concede the
And
point.
I haven't played Extella, so I say Fate Grand Order. But she mentioned a bunch of stuff like that and what she's planning on doing with it. Which, by the way, she's planning on fighting in the next war.
Oh.
And she's not a servant, but she is.
Okay.
I
Fair
can't go
enough.
into more with that as well because I don't want to. She will be a servant. I don't know. I can't go any further into that without saying more things. And then Malchus asked her about heroic spirits, and she gave more information on heroic spirits. And then the more timeline stuff, and Malchus has way too much information about things that scholars of magecraft spend their entire lives trying to learn. And that was all the game before today.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then we went to the next place, which was a schoolhouse. There was a demon on the roof. We killed it because another assassin-y person was there, who is a assassin person who is over Malekith's level of assassin-y in the Mage Association. We took down the people outside, and we took down the demon. Talked to her for a little bit. She was all like, "Hey, yo, what up, homie?" And I'm like, "Oh, hey, girl, how you doing?" And she knows I'm not a mage, which is like, fucking, how come you're in the know?
To clarify to the chat, no, Cybele is not a demi-servant.
She is not, from what she said, she's not a servant right now, right?
It's that she has yet to manifest as a servant.
Yeah. But,
Okay.
it's, again, I can't go into more detail with that one. Oh, also, she told me that King Arthur was a girl.
What a bitch.
So that's pretty interesting.
Incredible.
But,
King Arthur was a girl. Yes. Yes, it is.
was she hot?
You didn't think this
Wait,
was relevant?
before I talk about what happened today, whenever I left Cybele, Malekith called her cute, then stumbled, and then did his fucking Malekith thing, and then ran out. It's like bye. Anyway, we went into this thing where the assassin lady was all like, "Hey, yo, what up?" So we came here to do the same thing you're basically doing, except different things. I'm like, "Oh, cool. These people can leave. They don't know anything." And it's like, they just saw a demon. He was like, "Fair, but they're malnourished and they're hallucinating, and they could easily be. Let's not kill them." And she's like, "Yeah, but see, we're under orders to basically fucking nuke this city. We're gonna scorch it off the face of the fucking earth." I'm like, "Fair, but how about you let these people go?" And she's like, "I could erase their memories." I'm like, "I like that. I like that option."
Oh.
She then also told me that other assassins were here doing the same thing she's doing, and also a person is here who is just one of the 5 most powerful mages in Clock Tower.
/ in Europe.
And I'm pretty sure that goes without saying. And
Really?
he's not here for any big reason, but he's going to that party apparently because that's interesting to him. And apparently he's gonna be in the next war.
Oh no.
So that's interesting because I tried warning her because he's after Orla apparently.
Good.
And I tried telling her hey, watch out, the Saber servant, blah blah blah, and she's like, yeah, he's fine. So that was interesting, and yeah, so I was like, hey, that whole scorching off the face of the earth thing, that's pretty neat. Me and Lancer are gonna go, and then we ran into Sexy Alquam, who told us basically what was happening with you guys, with the whole David not being a master anymore type of thing, hating on her own servant master combination, and basically going join me or I'll kill you. Also, shut up, you mortal, because I was talking, and then I stopped talking, and then I started talking again. And then she started attacking us. And Lancer was like, you should run. And I'm like, I'm not leaving you behind, Lancer, because I'm a good boy.
Sure, you did say that.
And we fought for a little bit, and big things, and right whenever he stopped feeling connected to David, he put his hand up toward her like, hey, yo, I give. I give up.
You weenie.
And she also said that she could easily take on servants. The only real problem is she doesn't want all of them to kind of like look her in the eye and try to fight her at once. That'd be kind of bad. She's like, she basically like yelled back toward me to like, fucking, all right, we're gonna leave. And Lance's like, I want him to say the thing that I told him to tell me, and I'm like, you better keep me alive. And then we went further into a fight. I shot her, did my one-liner, which is awesome. And then she made a black hole appear, and I started falling into it. And then she turned to Lancer and said, if you want him alive, join me, or he'll die and you'll disappear anyway. And he's like,
Done.
Fine. He said, done. And he saved me and stuff.
Oh.
And Malchus is like, Lancer! Because I was almost dead. And he left without me giving him the knowledge. Because he didn't fucking earn it. We didn't save all the people. I'm kidding.
Jesus.
My new character, Gary and Garrington.
Hell yeah.
At which point,
There we go.
At which point, Suzume showed up, told me that she had no reason to jump into that, and that was fine. We went off to find Diane. Diane healed me a little bit, and the only thing that we kind of missed over the entire thing is that we've killed so many people, and I think that since Lancer was no longer in my party at the end of it, I should get full experience for it. And also, whenever I was getting off of the roof, I had the potion of climbing on. So I walked off the roof while still walking on like the wall of the building, and I made the cute assassin girl laugh, which was that's cool.
Actually, given all the stuff you did, I'm a level you.
Oh, nice! Yay! Yeah! You guys didn't fight.
You did a bunch.
Shoot a god in the
We've had
heart.
an emotional.
I shot a god in the.
Emotional
I shot a
battle.
god in the heart.
So yeah, Malaclips, you leveled.
Heart was hurt too, Nico.
Oh God, she was crying.
May I ask,
So
just
much.
up front here, while we're here, which you want to take the level in, fighter or rogue?
Fighter.
I thought so. Okay.
Takes a level in druid.
I want to
So-
take a level in. I want to take a level in wizard so I can use magic and fucking David can't.
I'd like you to please quickly, if you're still in there, which you are,
I am.
could you roll me, what is it, 1d10 plus 2? Because this level's really easy for you.
I got a 7 plus 2.
That's
That's
pretty good.
Gosh, good.
9?
To be here.
Alright. So, do you want to know what you got at your level?
Yes.
Extra attack.
Yes!
Hell yeah!
Oh,
Oh, so
Heckin'
good.
yeah.
I learned something about the sword, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if that's going to continue to be the case, but because I had done damage at one point, like it would kind of chilled out for a second. But again, that could have just been Logan giving me that.
Ridiculous.
Maybe.
So maybe I can like hit something with the sword and then maybe do something
Well,
else.
I
don't know.
feel like Carrie and Izzy, you would have appreciated the amount of shade that Alquam was throwing at Duncan through the
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
She was pretty savage about it, yeah.
the entire
Oh,
time,
dear.
I just was sitting there like I want to fight her as Stonewalker because she's right here. Alquam is right here.
Yeah, as
One
soon
thing
as
I
you
wanna
left,
kill.
I could have died. and
She
been
made it.
stoned.
Duncan or Alquam made it very clear that she thought that Duncan was occasionally useless, and she stated basically the first thing she did with Lancer before she was gonna let Lancer's like fucking connection to David just disappear was like, all right, so here's what you're gonna do then. Break in there, murder your former master, and come join me. And Lancer was like, how do you expect me to do that? And Alquan was like, I don't really care for subordinates that need me to instruct them on every single thing.
Aaron, what did you say? Wait. Aaron, what did you say in retort?
I said I don't care for leaders who don't have a plan.
Yep.
Oh! We were sassy as fuck today.
Yeah, she was throwing Duncan under a lot of buses.
We were sassy as fuck today.
That's awesome.
We did Sassassin proud.
Both Duncan and Sarutobi.
Good boy.
Oh man.
So now, once Lancer dies, do I have to get 2 Alquan tattoos?
She
Or
fucking
just one really good one.
should also note she thinks Archer's too happy.
It's true.
Too happy.
How no?
She thinks Archer loves humanity too much, and as such, like, doesn't match her morals and doesn't find him useful. She says that she thought summoning a servant from a fairy tale would prove to make somebody indifferent to mankind. She's like, but the opposite happened, and I hate it.
I'm
I
glad
kill
that Alquan
everybody, but he
hated
doesn't
things.
want it. He's all like, "Oh, come on, Alquan, don't be like that." I'm like, "No, fuck you. I'm your boss. Do what I say." He just gets drunk and hangs out with all those.
I
weird
also learned a skill of Lancer's. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I learned one of his skills.
Which one was that?
The protection of the fairies.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a fucking nasty one, man.
Oh yeah, it came up because Malaclips is pointing out that if Lancer was to go try to kill David, because initially Alquan was like, join me, I'd be a better master.
He brought this up because of what Cybele said,
Yeah.
but continue.
Malaclips was like, hey, fucking, that's a suicide mission going after his own master, to which Alquan was like, I saw you, like, ride or not affect you. I know you have a skill that lets you resist mental interference. So she just kind of called him out on it. It was like, command seals probably don't work on you all that well. Go do it.
At which point Malaclips was like, fuck, so David's plan might not even worked.
Yeah. I was keeping like 2 command seals just as a backup.
Yo, chat, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Aaron will not be playing Suzume. There are logistic reasons why I can't let that happen.
She knows too much.
She has... I think being controlled by a player would fundamentally change what her overall goal is the main problem.
Can understand that.
Aaron, are you gonna come back as a
It's
different
fine.
character?
It's
or-
fine. Aaron can be
I
Stonewalker.
have no clue.
Aaron can be Stonewalker.
We've got
Don't wish to be Stonewalker.
we've got 2 weeks to think about this stuff.
Yeah.
Aaron, play the girl you plowed.
Logan.
Yeah.
Since I am getting a patron change, do my abilities change as well?
Yes, actually, like around the first time you talked to Twice, in a very sneaky way, and you clearly didn't remember it, I actually was like, hey, so from fucking these list of spells, like, what would you think of them? And I covertly had you choose a bunch of packed spells and like made a secondary David sheet.
Oh my god, I want to see this sheet.
Yeah, it's what is it? It's it's which thing is it? That's you. Where's the other one? There it is. I'll show you the sheet probably like off stream, but
That's fine.
Yeah, this is the which one is it?
Yeah, wait, that's fucking right. You guys haven't told me shit.
Here's the thing about the twin stuff. Diane didn't know it.
That's true.
So should we tell them?
I told you guys things and you don't know it, so fucking tell me.
Basically, you're now gonna have the Celestial Pact.
Oh shit!
Ooh, we were talking about that.
Okay.
Which now includes, by the way,
I will literally never forgive you guys.
Greater Restoration is going to be on it, and your version of Greater Restoration won't cost any money. And
Thank
also,
you! Oh my god!
And the reason
Shit.
I left a note here for myself. Okay, I'd like to read the note that I left for you. I'm sure months have passed since I asked you, so I'm putting this reminder here. The expanded spell list spells you picked were Guardian of Faith, Lesser Restoration, and Guiding Bolt. Thanks again, October 28th, 2018. That's when I asked.
That's awesome.
God damn
I'm just gonna say
what
this
did you
one more.
ask me? Just like, hey, what cleric spells would you take?
I remember I gave you a list of them. I was like, I think I might have like been like, I'm making a warlock or something. Like, which of these do you think that like you'd enjoy? But yeah, I rearranged some of your spells. You have Greater Restoration. Yours won't cost money because it's the main thing, like contextually, you're getting from this. Your version of Greater Restoration will also be able to heal your sister.
I knew it.
Yeah.
What I asked.
Oh my god.
You could just fuck off.
You could.
No, because then
You
you
could
break the
try.
pact.
Yeah, I'd break the packs.
So
yeah.
I'm just saying. If
Logan.
you guys don't fucking tell me what happened, I will literally never forgive any of you.
Logan, you've really grown as a DM. Thank you. I think I'm fucking mismanaged all the time, but thank you.
Stare. Stare. Stare.
Hey, what up?
Stare.
But yeah, so fucking you guys, he just gave you his goddamn life story. Give him some information.
Yeah, he told us about his stuff.
Nah, we
I
good.
feel like he deserves it.
We owe him absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Stare.
So we found out some stuff about the twins.
Some stuff and some things.
Yeah, I got the 2
Yeah.
and 2 equals 4 thing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So do you remember, like, forever ago when the twins chased a ghost out of the compound and
Yes,
we
Assassin
fought,
was
like,
there.
a pile of zombies?
Yes,
You remember that whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So not the ghost we chased, but the first ghost we met that night, who said, like, what was it specifically? Like, don't chase this other ghost.
Don't follow the other one. You won't like what you find.
Yeah. She showed up again and asked to speak with the twins. So we found a soundproof room in like a demi-plane.
For the record, before this happened, Ian told us that he met a girl at the poker game, and we were like, fucking get it, son. Go have a good time. And then, after he left, Ghost showed up and talked to Isla, and was like, I need to talk to you and your brother alone. And she was like, I want him to get a happy, though. And it was upsetting, because he didn't get the happy, because the ghost popped up in front of him, too, and was like, I need to talk to y'all. So Ian did not get his good time.
Ian didn't get her!
So they're building up to this. They're going to build up to this, hopefully, but one piece of information that they got that I hope you'll be excited for as they tell you the story. They know who Ryder is now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, so... Yeah, Ian decided to go get Isla rather than continuing to try and get laid.
Ridiculous choice, in my opinion.
Priorities, man.
He'll probably regret it. But yeah, so we went to talk to the ghost, who, as it turns out, is named Valeria, and is kind of like our half-sister from an indeterminate period of time ago.
Half-sister / fucking great aunt at the same time.
It's a weird...
Wait, no.
Family
Half-sister / distant forever away cousin? I actually don't know exactly. Because both sides of your family relate to it, but the bloodline is different. Like, it's... What the fuck is she?
She's definitely at least a half-sister, because we share a
Yes,
dad.
because father.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't really speak to the other side of it. Don't know that stuff as well as you do, obviously. But yeah, so got a bit complicated, but our dad is like thousands of years old and has a cobalt gem inside him that is locking up a 3,000-year-old fire demon.
Huh.
And,
Mhm.
yeah, because of that, Ian and Isla have demons inside of us, kinda. And
See, what it is, when we drink our mutagens, that's us bringing our demons out. And
so it'll never happen to Carrie.
No. It happened to Carrie when she was a babu. And it scared her a whole bunch, and that's why fucking Isla never drinks her mutagen, because she's very afraid of it. And Ian's memory was wiped of this event.
kind of want to know, like, does Ian have like a weird scar somewhere that he can't place where it came from?
Fucking Logan said I tried to kill my parents, right? I didn't try to kill
You
Ian.
went after both. Specifically, what upset you was going after Ian and your mother. Your father is the reason you didn't go out of control. He kept you at bay.
Yeah.
Just imagining after Ian gets his mind wipe, he goes knocking on Isla's door. Hey, Isla, do you want to build a snowman?
To give you, Deco, the specifics of Quantavius, an ancient demon called Akuma was locked within a cobalt gem, and basically to keep it contained, a literal prison of human flesh was constructed, with dozens of people being sacrificed to like cover it in humanity to suppress it. That flesh around it eventually gained sentience and became a monster made of human flesh that would eventually.
Your dad's a flesh golem.
Eventually, after the intervention of the ancient McCracken family, and using their alchemy, they helped restore him to proper human form. And he took like a proper humanoid form and became what we know as Quantavius. And since then, has just been trying to live as a human, but things keep going wrong.
So, I want to point out the glory of the fact that Akuma has red hair.
Oh shit, he does!
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious.
And I'll also point out to you, Deco. Remember when the incinerators took down that place and the demon at the end was an Akuma spawn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We killed your fucking like nephew, brother.
Yeah, whatever.
Not our nephew, brother.
Oh dear God, no.
Not our number.
So,
Not another one.
We also found out about the circumstances of our mom's death.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I want it on the record that Isla was right.
You were not. That is
Their dad
really reductive
killed
to
their
say. It was assisted suicide, if anything.
So I'm saying.
Dad did not murder
He
Mom.
killed her.
She willingly sacrificed herself.
Just so we all know, Isla's infallible, and she was right the entire time.
I really like just you are not. That is reductive. Shut the fuck up.
It's true.
I agree.
Yeah, David's going full.
In fact, I believe I told you guys that Quantavius tried to talk her out of that specific thing, but she was like, "No, we gotta get fucking. Your servant has to win."
Yeah. Yeah.
So who's Ryder?
Yeah, who is she, guys?
So basically, yeah. Our parents decided together to sacrifice our mom as a catalyst to summon a servant who is an aspect of the goddess Venus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And our dad and our mom, their ultimate goal was, because even after thousands of years, Dad apparently couldn't figure out a way to expunge Akuma. So he seems to believe that the only way for his children to leave safe lives is to use the Holy Grail's wish to destroy every person who could possibly wish demons harm.
Ha!
It's a bad wish. It's a real bad wish.
So
Yep, it's a really, really bad wish.
yeah, our parents want to protect us by committing actual genocide.
Yeah.
So we're grappling with that.
Oh,
You
that
can't
would
just
kill.
go around killing people. Why not?
Logan,
What's up?
is Alquam a demon?
Yep.
That would kill Stonewalker. You guys can't do that.
Remember when I asked that earlier? I was like, fucking Stonewalker doesn't care much for demons, right?
Yeah, that's where I got the 2 + 2 is
Also,
4
in
thing,
this
yeah.
particular instance, we would combine demons and devils together in that sentiment.
Fiends in general.
Yeah, fiends. But no, like, people in universe would probably not say that. They'd say demons.
Guys,
Also-
you can't let that happen. Stonewalker would die.
I'm also just now realizing, like, at one point Ian definitely said, like, yeah, Mom wouldn't want us to walk over a mountain of corpses to bring her back to life. And now I'm not so
And
sure.
then we decided to not be in the war, and then our servant died. Yeah. Yep.
Mom would apparently definitely walk over a country of corpses for us.
That seems reductive.
I'd
I
say
feel like a globe of corpses.
I would think that at least all mages would probably die from that. Except for
God.
ones that had made pacts with demons and such. And I would say probably at least 80% of mankind.
Oh my god, that really
Your
undershot
dad
that.
is the corrupted Grail.
The Grail would do exactly what it's supposed to. The Grail
Oh
is
no,
fine.
I mean like the logic that their dad is following is
Oh,
that
yeah.
of what I would assume a corrupted Grail. It's like, I want to protect my kids. Roger, kill everyone who could ever harm your children.
He's jumping right to that conclusion instead of getting screwed over.
Yeah.
So we can't let your dad win.
Ramp.
Oh, no.
Also,
No,
note that when they
no.
summoned Ryder, they had no guarantee they could control Ryder.
No, Lance is gonna win.
Oh.
Duh.
Ryder only agreed to help Quantavius because Ryder deeply respects, like, how much they must love their children to have done what they did. So Ryder's like,
That's
yeah,
stupid,
sure.
Ryder.
Yeah. You're right. Oh, tell him about the other thing. Is he the ghost thing?
Oh, right!
Hmm.
Yeah, basically, unless something changes, we're fucked forever.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so the thing about us being kind of demony is that when we eventually die, we won't get an afterlife.
Your souls belong to Akuma.
Yeah, we're gonna be like our half-sister / great
Mama
aunt.
Stonewalker's like, I gotta kill another demon god!
Today was the first
She
game where
did.
Alquam, like, fully manifested in the real world.
Yeah, Alquam Fox, man.
Yeah, man.
So a lot of bad shit was discovered today and makes us question everything.
The whole demon thing is that, like, fucking more and more, it's gonna, like, start to come out and hurt people. So we're kind of afraid of that. That's a situation.
Yeah.
Question.
Hmm.
Who's keeping David's sister on the Iron Lung thing?
Mm.
Yeah, man.
She okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that nice magic iron along in an organization of warlocks who no longer have magic.
Yeah.
Sure, there's some regular mages in their midst. Probably.
Oh no.
Diane, we need to, like, teleport somewhere. I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Time we
We need to go.
Fucking Crocodile Logan.
You ever been to London, Diane?
Oh.
Oh my god.
It's fine. Me and Diane will teleport to London. We'll
I
grab your
gave
sister,
I gave
teleport
myself
back.
permission to hurt people today.
Oh, did
You did it.
I mean, I took
You definitely
105.
achieved
I
that.
took 116 hurt.
That's what I meant.
I think I came out of this the least scathed out of everybody.
Oh
no.
Diane's
like-
pretty fine though.
Like,
How about
is
that
it
lottery?
accurate to say the twins are demons, or like how would you describe our situation?
They have like a demonic heritage. Like they're not. It's
We're like tieflings that don't look like tieflings.
that's accurate-ish. Like your descendants might randomly be tieflings. Like you're the kind of people that give birth to tieflings.
Enigmatic Deco was around for poker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to tell him about it.
So
Get
what
her,
about how
get
about
her.
that? So how about that lottery?
Fuck him. Fuck him.
Yeah, so that ox dude is
That's
totally
our dad.
dead.
Come on.
There's no way he's not. I refuse to believe otherwise.
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
They're not bred, Logan.
Oh no! I figured out the pattern, Nico. I figured out like the pattern of switching between lying and telling the truth that works.
Yeah. I don't buy it. Anytime someone's like, no, you can't fool me with that RU shenanigans, and then I go downstairs, they're like, fuck, is it though?
Shut up. I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up.
Could also be Twice. Twice isn't at the party technically.
I'd like
Twice is
I'd like
gonna do
everybody
that
to understand one thing though.
Twice is walking
There's
back
probably
from.
there was probably like a half-second period where Malaclips was more magic than David.
That's insane.
Twice himself is currently walking back from where Kestrel was, because Twice had to physically go there to do what he did, appearing before David, and the other was just projecting. So he's not even in Levantine.
Hey, David, hi. How are you? I'm just gonna go murder your entire organization by killing a
No,
god.
that's fine. Don't worry about it.
I mean,
Get over it.
he specifically waited till you were here so that you'd be safe, because he
Can
knew
you
that if he
bring-
wasn't, he knew that if he wasn't Black Ray,
Can you bring my sister back?
if he
So I can
didn't
bring
wait
her
until
over.
you were here, if you were not
matter
within an
what,
anti-magic
my
field,
fucking-
then Black Razor would have just teleported you back to
I
help
might as
defend it.
well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh no. What is he gonna do about his sister, man?
What do you think of Twice? How do you guys feel about Twice right now?
Yo, I like him.
I don't really think twice about him.
How do you feel, Ian?
I don't know anymore. Yeah, I was a little confused. Like, did he say something about him being able to help us with our situation, or that it was an either or?
He says he's like, basically his opinion is David needs the moon because magic, and he's like, you two need the Grail because it's the only way out of your situation. That's his opinion on you guys.
Gotcha. He seems helpful, but probably capricious.
That's fair.
It's like I don't know how long we could really trust him. It's really hard to know his motives when he seems to operate on like deity rules.
Yeah.
He doesn't like demons or angels. He was very clear about that.
Oh yeah.
And he's not terribly fond of mages, but considers them to be not as troublesome as demons and angels.
Clearly an archfey.
That's
Does
why.
Twice like me?
That's why he set up an entire ritual that would draw in demons and have them exterminate each other.
Does Twice like me?
As in Ashley or Stonewalker, or who are we talking about?
And Malaclips, he's none of those things.
Oh, okay. No, you're human. He loves you. You're great.
Yay!
You're the best.
Twice thinks
Special.
normal people are the best thing in the world.
Oh, also I know that there's also I know there's 2 moons in the sky now, but I still can't see it.
Yeah, it's true.
Also, we found out from Twice that David is a pure boy.
Oh yes, he thinks that he chose David as his like fucking champion of the Grail, quote unquote.
Oh fuck.
Because he believes that of everybody, David has the least corruption, which is why he destroyed Black Razor because
I know.
because Quantavius was putting like plans in motion to make sure all the demons in the war could get what they want, and he didn't want that to happen with David. He wanted David to be free from any like influence from Black Razor or any other demon. So he was like, I need to do this
Do
now.
that one myself.
Yeah.
Logan, what would have happened if I refused the thing where like, hey, I don't like that Type Moon is, gonna kill a bunch of people.
We would have made you a rogue.
Okay.
Oh,
And you would have
alright.
lost Lancer after a while.
Voices in my head.
Yeah,
no.
makes sense.
I mean, yeah, you would.
And yeah,
Like, that offer from Orla was still chilling, and if David became unserviceable as a master, it'd have been like, yeah, bye.
oh, I literally mean if he didn't like couldn't generate magic and
Yeah.
mana properly, his command seals would have disappeared after like a day or so.
No, the reason that Lancer was so active at the party is because he's like, this is the closest I'll be to Orla for a while, and I can't run around for days after that happens, so unless she's on hand, I need to make my decision soon.
You know what's really funny? I just realized you see twice the same way you used to see Sasaki. Because when I asked you guys what you thought of Sasaki, that was almost exactly what you said then too. You're like, I don't really know if I can understand what like a deity wants. And I was like, he's not really a deity. This is a lot more appropriate to think that way.
I also probably said the same thing of I like him, he's hot.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
you
can
did.
almost guarantee that's what you said. We're nothing if not consistent on these things.
Do you guys remember those days?
Do you remember when?
Great
So long ago.
I don't.
The twins were so much worse then.
Back when they were murderous thieves, yeah.
Don't talk about my kids like that.
Logan, is there
Fuck
any
you,
possibility of the party going on? The party is going
Oh,
on.
wait, no, Stonewalker.
The party's not done. The party's gonna keep going. As far as I'm concerned, nothing's changed for the party.
Assassin shows up, stabs someone, and it's like, woo! Continues drinking.
Dude, you really think Ian's gonna keep
Oh.
trying to get laid after all of this happened?
Deco.
Yeah, it's a bit of
Deco.
a,
Really?
bit of a boner kill.
Yeah.
Dico,
You
did
have to be
you mention the
actually
evacuation of
months
Leventina?
did that before what's happening.
Oh right. The original plan for the assassins, whenever they showed up, was to evacuate the entirety of the Leventina district. But then the plan changed to scorch the entire fucking land.
No, just Sobrio.
Oh,
Also,
just Sobrio.
by scorched, to be fair, they also did mean just kill everybody there.
Yes. That's he's still using the same terminology though.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Because that makes a much bigger impression than they're gonna kill everybody.
They're working with local authorities to evacuate everyone in Leventina because the false moon in the sky is having an effect on the weather, and they're worried that it's going to become noticeable and people are going to be like, magic! But in the case of Sobrio, they know about the Merry Men, so they're like, we're just going to kill everybody here.
I hope that those 12 people that were in the schoolhouse get out.
Yeah, you can't say you didn't try.
Yep, I tried my fucking hardest, man.
And then Hot God showed up and said, no.
Why'd you have to roll Hot God, Aaron?
Listen, I have a metaphysical relationship with this deity, clearly, because all of my characters either serve her or die for her.
That's fair. You're correct.
One of them both.
Twice. No, to be fair, he didn't die for her the first time.
Ugh.
The food's almost here, by the way.
Good.
Probably think about wrapping up.
Your
Yeah.
face is food. Get wrecked. Ha, got him.
I wasn't emotionally ready for that.
That compressor's a good
The
idea.
straw that
Compressor's a
broke
good
the
idea.
camel's... Yeah, that's true.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think we'll wrap up, everybody.
Yeah.
Once again, reminder that there will be no games this coming week, and we'll see you guys the following week.
Yeah.
And we hope to see some of you at SakuraCon. Yeah, Mimi Mamina, we had already been streaming by the time you sent us that art, so it's not in the rotation. Jack Jumbo, thank you for the 6,000 bits. Oh yeah, really quickly, I'm gonna see if there's any like bit messages I want to answer before we actually.
That's a lot of bits.
That was
That's
a lot
an amount of bits right there. Jeez.
Okay. Jack Jumbo, to celebrate me coming to a live stream, no matter how late, here's my last bits. 6,000 is your last bits? Well, thanks for your pocket change.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Also subscribed for 6 months. Huh. Well, good job.
Hell yeah.
Thank
So
you, Meriden, for the 100 bits. Sapphire Blade for the 45. Shark Boss for the 2. I'm just going to say Desiree for the 35. Thank you, Can't Believe It's Not a Bot, for the $10. About an hour ago. Autumn Reef for 1,000 bits. Jermel for 1. Jermel for 5. Wowzable for 50. Twinkings for 300. How Do You Want a Doozies gave us $15 at one point with just the message, "This is the worst." And then about 8 hours ago, there was a whole bunch of individual donations. From the start. $10 from Gear Free, apparently. Eggy River did 30.
Thanks, homie.
Oh, these are the ones that we mentioned earlier. Alright, so we're off, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.